Pegula and Sabalenka slam tennis anti-doping system after Sinner's controversial ban. Dubai, world number 5 Jessica Pegula has strongly criticized the handling of high-profile doping cases involving Jannik Sinner and Iga Swiatek, calling the process completely broken. Meanwhile, top-ranked Aryna Sabalenka has admitted that she no longer trusts the tennis anti-doping system, saying she has become too scared of it. Sinner's 3-month suspension sparks outrage. Sinner's lengthy doping case reached its conclusion on February 15, when the World Anti-Doping Agency (WADA) announced a 3-month ban for the world number 1. Sinner acknowledged partial responsibility for his team's mistakes, which led to 2 positive tests for clostebol, a banned substance, in March 2024. Initially, Sinner had been cleared by the International Tennis Integrity Agency (ITIA) in August 2024, but WADA appealed to the Court of Arbitration for Sport (CAS) seeking a potential 2-year ban. In an unexpected turn, WADA later withdrew its appeal and settled on a 3-month suspension, explaining that Sinner had no intention to cheat but was still accountable for his entourage's actions. Similarly, Iga Swiatek received a 1-month ban after testing positive for trimetazidine, a banned heart medication, in late 2023. The 23-year-old Polish star had cited personal matters when withdrawing from the WTA's Asian swing during September-October. Pegula, the process is completely broken. Speaking in Dubai, Pegula, a 2024 US Open finalist and a WTA Players Council member, did not mince words about the inconsistencies in how doping cases are handled. "Whether you think he's guilty or not, the process doesn't seem like a process at all," Pegula said on February 16. "Decisions appear arbitrary, with no consistency or clear guidelines. How is that fair to players?" She also criticized anti-doping organizations for justifying their rulings with vague and inconsistent explanations. "If you're clean or not, the system is completely broken," she asserted. "It needs serious reform. They have too much power to ruin someone's career. I don't think any of the players trust the process at all. 0. It's a terrible look for the sport." Sabalenka, "I'm too scared to trust the system." While Sabalenka refrained from commenting on Sinner's case, she admitted she has become increasingly paranoid about falling victim to tennis strict anti-doping regulations. "I used to not think twice about leaving my glass of water at a restaurant. Now, I won't drink from it if I step away," the Belarusian world number 1 revealed. "You start overanalyzing everything. If someone applies a cream on you, if you touch something, will it trigger a positive test? You just become too scared of the system. I don't see how I can trust it." Gauff and Medvedev offer contrasting views. World number 3 Coco Gauff took a more measured approach, saying she avoids taking supplements to minimize risk. "I trust that everyone is doing what they can to protect the sport. That's all I can hope for," said the former US Open champion. "I just hope it's about protecting the sport and not targeting players." Meanwhile, former world number 1 Daniil Medvedev acknowledged the controversy surrounding Sinner's settlement but hoped it could set a precedent for fairer hearings. "I hope this allows other players to defend themselves better," the 29-year-old Russian stated. Sinner likely had access to top lawyers, which many players don't. "I hope everyone gets the right to proper representation." Backlash from players and analysts. The settlement has been met with strong criticism from both current and former players. Nick Kyrgios called it a sad day for tennis. The Professional Tennis Players Association (PTPA), founded by Novak Djokovic, condemned the unacceptable bias, highlighting that other players have received harsher bans for similar infractions. Former British No. 1 Tim Henman described the ruling as suspiciously convenient, telling Sky Sports, "When it comes to doping, it should be black and white. Positive or negative, banned or not. This settlement feels more like a negotiation." With trust in WADA's procedures at an all-time low, calls for reform in tennis anti-doping system continue to grow.